So let's talk about leashes and collars. My first priority when in selecting equipment to take into the ring is to set myself up for success. It's a pretty safe assumption that by the time I walk in the ring, my hands are going to be really shaky, really sweaty, and I'm probably going to be in the early stages of oxygen deprivation. So anything that I can do to make my task easier, that's a choice I want to make. So for the collar, I really like a martingale collar, and the reason for that is the loop on the martingale makes it really easy to find the D-ring. So when I reach down for the collar, which of course I've conditioned my dogs to think is totally okay and even a good thing, the D-ring tends to stick out and it's really easy to find even when I'm really nervous. For the leash, I like a fairly short leash, so there's not a lot of slack for me to deal with in the ring, so it's just long enough for there to be a nice relaxed loop in the line. And I like a fairly large snap on it relative to a lot of obedience leashes. The leash itself is pretty narrow, it's pretty light, but the snap is still pretty meaty, and the reason for that is the larger the snap, the easier it is for my hands to operate it when I want to put the leash on. And then to hold the leash, I just use my left hand and I hook the leash over my left thumb. And what happens then is when I place my hand in the home position for heeling, I'm presenting exactly the same picture whether my dog is heeling on leash or off leash, and it also looks a lot more like what we do in training since I primarily train my dogs off leash. And then, with this, exactly the same posture, same hand position, nothing has changed, and the leash is really just acting as an accessory. That, of course, is purple to match her collar and my hair.